Twitch has had their arm twisted to the point of dislocation over the recent drama, arguably the biggest drama in Twitch history, revolving around the gambling scene on Twitch. Now, I'm more than sure most of you have heard there's a Twitch streamer called Sliker, I don't know how he pronounces his own name, that has been exposed for scamming out of 384,000 people out of other content creators, live streamers, his close friends, moderators in his own Twitch chat, and also his own fan base. And the most disgusting of all, he has scammed $5,000 out of his best mate, and she was going through chemotherapy at the time. Absolute scumbag behaviour. And as of recording this, he has had his Twitch partner and affiliate removed, so he's basically like level 1 noob on Twitch again. I think he needs to be removed, but again, maybe a different video. Now, there's been a lot of controversy over this, explaining should Twitch be banning gambling on here, and they have decided to do it. However, I'm wanting to focus on something else that people have not talked about, and the actual odds and statistics, which I know all of them for all these online gambling casino sites, and I can't explain to you really apart this one way of how rigged online casino site gambling is. So, how rigged is it? Well, I am going to prove to you without a shadow of a doubt that online casino gambling is so beyond rigged to the point of it is actually time travel proof. You could not win even with a time machine. So let's get into this. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification towards the end of the video. Also leave a comment down below if you, yourself, or someone you know has been a victim of gambling. I'd be quite curious to know, as I've seen this in person myself. So I did mention that slot machines, or should I say online gambling, is practically time travel proof. So before I get into that, I'm going to have to explain to you how online slot machines work, as that is 99% of all online casino gambling on Twitch, pretty much. So how does an online slot machine work? Well, at face value, it's pretty simple. So let's make up a slot at a random slot for us to explain. Let's say, for example, this slot can pay anywhere between 0 times your bet size and 100,000 times your bet size. And let's say we're on a $1 stake, just to keep the math simple. So what happens when you spin an online slot is it sends a signal to the server that it is coming, so that all the information gets sent to it. Once it connects to that server, this is happening at literally a millionth of a second. It's so incredibly fast getting the signal to and from. Oh, pardon. Lord, my breakfast. And once you've hit the spin on the slot machine and that signal gets sent to the server, that signal says, "Hey," to the the server, "Hey, can you give me a random one between 0 times this person's bet size, $1, or anywhere between 0x times that stake or 100,000 times that stake?" The server goes 10x, different 10x on this spin, and the slot that sent that server goes, "Thank you, I'll give that to the recipient," pretty much the person playing the slot machine. And they get that signal back, it goes back into the slot, and within 2.5 seconds you've just won 10x, or $10 since your bet size is $1 stake. Now, I am not too sure if when it's sending the signal back, I don't know if the server is telling it, "Hey, just pay him 10x, I don't care how you do it, just pay him the 10x, or does the server say, "Hey, pay him 10x, but do it in this way"? I'm not too sure how it works like that. I might need someone who has even more inside knowledge than I do. But, so that's how online kind of slots work. It's basically, once you spin that slot sends a signal back to the server, "Hey, give me a random one between 0x, meaning you're going to get a dead spin, you've lost for that spin, and anywhere up to the jackpot of 100,000 times your stake, or $100,000. And once it receives that, it gives it back to the slot, and that's when it pays out or doesn't pay out. Now, here's the thing about it being time travel proof. Let's say, for example, you land a bonus game. Slot machines have, well, nearly every single slot has a bonus game, and how it works is, if you land 3 of the bonus symbols or more, you get a bonus. So I believe the odds in this are between 1 in 400 chance of you landing a bonus game on an average slot, but there's a lot of variables that haven't been calculated in, that's just face value maths. So let's say, for example, you are very lucky and you get that 1 in 400 and you land a bonus game. By the way, a bonus game is usually where all the money is, that's where the jackpot is. Even if it's not, it'll probably pay something juicy most times than not, like a wee 50x, 100x, maybe even 1,000 times your money. That would be nice. And once this bonus game lands, most bonus games work like this. You land 3 bonus symbols, the three bonus symbols enlarge on your screen. You've got one in the left, one in the middle, one in the right, and you can win 8 free spins, 10 free spins, or 12 free spins. All you've got to do is pick one of the bonus symbols, and whatever spins are lying behind that bonus symbol, that's how many free spins you've won for your bonus game. So let's say, for example, I pick the middle one, the middle bonus symbol, and it has 8 free spins, and I go, oh god, I got the lowest amount of spins. Oh, the 12 free spins, it's revealed the other two. The 12 free spins was on the left and the 10 free spins was on the right. 12 free spins on the left. If only I had a time machine, I could time travel back and tell my former self from a minute in my own past, hey, pick the one on the left, it's got the 12 free spins, the most amount, which means you'll win the most amount of money. Now, however, I do have a time machine, so I do time travel back 1 minute. I tell my 1 minute former self, hey, by the way, you're just about to land a bonus, pick the left bonus symbol, because that's got 12 free spins behind it, and I go, my former self goes, thank you very much, I'll keep that in mind. Now, what happens when, sorry I dropped a pound coin, well, what happens when I decide to click on the left bonus symbol, because my future self has told me some very juicy inside knowledge that the left one guarantees to have the 12 free spins. What happens? What do I win? I win 8 free spins. The reason behind that is that when slots give you the option or the illusion for picking and choosing your own fate and destiny within a slot, which a lot of them do, the biggest lie is that no matter which symbol you pick, or whether it's to win more free spins, whether it's to win a bet multiplier, whether it's to win, just outright money, no matter which one of those three I would have picked, I was winning 8 free spins, because the slot has determined what it's going to pay out in every shape and form imaginable to the 8 free spins. And how much will I win on those 8 free spins before the bonus game is even landed, before the slot machine is even stopped spinning? It knows the future outcome of that bonus game. So if I clicked on the one on the left, it would have been 8 free spins. If I clicked the one in the middle, it would have been 8 free spins. If I picked the one on the right, it would have been 8 free spins. Now that is how rigged online slots are, that even if I could time travel into my own past to tell myself, hey, by the way, pick the right one, that's got the most free spins, so it has the most amount of money behind it, I would still lose. That's how rigged online gambling is. It is time travel proof. Now, I'm wanting to talk about something else within slots as well that is getting really sketchy in terms of promotion and what slots are doing, and that is forcing bonus buys out, because that's where all the money is. Now, within bonus buys, it is pretty straightforward. I did say it was a 1 in 400 chance of landing a bonus, so let's say at face value, if I do 400 $1 spins, then I would have to spend $400 to pretty much activate a bonus game. However, a lot of slot providers now offer this little feature called a bonus buy, and what it usually does is you can pay 100 times your stake. So 100 times $1 is $100. I can pay $100 to buy a bonus on a $1 stake, and what that will do is it will spin once. You don't have to pay for a spin since you've paid the $100. It spins the slot once, guarantees to land a bonus in that spin, and boom, you've got a bonus. It's kind of like paying the bouncers at the VIP entrance to let you in if you slide them a little bribe, so you can get the VIP treatment into the awesome section of the nightclub. Something similar like that, and you activate the bonus instantly. Now, there's a little bit of scumbaggery behaviour going on with this, and I'm also wanting to show you what the odds of actually hitting a jackpot on some of these slots are. So I'm going to use this slot called RIP, I think it's called Deadwood, I believe it's called the slot. No, sorry, RIP Tombstone by the provider of No Limit City. Now, No Limit City still has the record to this day for having the highest potential payout slot in history, which is 300,000 times your bet size. Now, yes, there are things like Mega Moolah that have up to $20 million to be won, which can be even won on a 20p stake, which means 100 million times your bet size. But again, we're going to talk about non-progressive jackpot slots, just slots that don't have, like a big jackpot, a literal pot full of money in them. so to speak. We're just talking about casual slot payout. So RIP Tombstone has the highest payout potential of 300,000 times your bet size. Now, looking at this as well online, you can pay up to 3,000x to buy a bonus, which means if I wanted to buy a bonus on a $1 stake, I would have to pay $3,000 on it, which is beyond insane as well. Now, here's a little thing as well that all slot providers do. I don't know if this is for legal reasons or they're just trying to incentivize it. I can't claim either or. But if you're buying a bonus game, your percentage of average payout for that slot increases a little bit by a percent, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, give or take. And so you've got a higher percent chance of getting a general payout if you buy bonuses rather than playing in the base game, trying to land a bonus naturally. Now, 3,000x for a bonus, that is insane, but you could win up to 300,000 times your bet size, which there are videos on YouTube that have proven that this slot can pay up to 300,000x, the absolute jackpot. No Limit City do not lie about that, unlike Pragmatic like they used to do years ago. Everyone seems to have forgotten about that. But anyway, so why am I talking about this exactly? Well, for the fact that bonus games are becoming more and more enticing as well, and also it's kind of getting more and more addictive. But again, getting back to the main feature of this as well, that actually tells you within this slot machine what the average odds of the slot machine that you're playing on, at least on RIP Tombstone, for paying out the jackpot is, which it tells you in information, which is a 1 in 130 million chance that you are going to win a jackpot on any singular spin. So let's say, for example, we use my old time traveling thing that I was talking about, or sorry, not my time traveling thing, my signal getting sent from a slot into the server and back, which is factual. So let's say, for example, you spin that slot on RIP Tombstone by No Limit City, it sends the signal off to the server. That means that you have a 1 in 130 million chance of that server going, pay him the jackpot, send that signal back, boom, it pays the jackpot, which is 300,000 times your bet size. It is a 1 in 130 million chance, which is absolutely insane. Now, the reason I'm talking about this as a whole is this is getting peddled to an online audience on Twitch and other sites, but mostly Twitch. And although Twitch have mentioned that they're going to be banning gambling as a whole, there will be loopholes, and they'll just move over to different sites. And this needs to be made illegal, promoting gambling as a whole through third parties like Twitch streamers and content creators. Because if the odds are so stacked against the people playing, or the audience that you're peddling to, the 10-year-olds, the more dullables, you know, to the point where it's time travel proof, should this be allowed on Twitch to begin with, and should it be banned? Absolutely. If you couldn't even beat online gambling with a time machine, it shouldn't be allowed. It is absolutely beyond disgusting, and it needs to be eradicated. And this is why myself, that I seldomly gamble now, myself as well, it's just, I've realised how beyond rigged it is. I'm just getting fed up with it. Please stay away from gambling. It is an absolute fucking cancer of the mental health. It is an absolute disease. It's literally cancer of the mental health as well. Stay away from it. I do not promote gambling. I do not condone it in any way, shape or form. And if you choose to ignore my advice or any anti-gambling information out there, and you decide to do so, then I have this to say to you. He who shites in one's bed must lie in it. Remember that. But yeah, I'll wrap the video up there. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. Again, if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, it'd be greatly appreciated, and leave a comment down below as well of your insane gambling stories. I would like to hear them. I do live stream over on Twitch daily at TV High Roller. My TikTok and Twitter is the same at TV High Roller as well. If you want to come give me a wee follow on Twitch and give me a small loan of $384,000 via a dono, greatly appreciated as well. And obviously, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll live stream GTA 6 since I've got the source code for it as well. Also, Rockstar and Take-Two have not responded to my demand yet, so we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. And also, if this gets 100 likes as well within the first 24 hours, I will give away 10 copies of GTA 6 as well over on my Twitch, so even more incentive to go and follow me. But yeah, I love yous all, and as always, keep on rolling. Have a good day and a better week to follow.